one of the most important topic inside the JavaScript, and in the most of the interview, the interviewer asked about this, and most of the time, as a participants inside the interviewer, we are facing the problems to answering such types of questions. So I have come up with discussing about these topics and trying to resolve as much as possible so that at the end of this video you can be able to understand and can be able to easily answer these questions during the interview. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the function statement, expression, and function declaration. Most of the in the most of the interviewer asks these questions. So at first, I'm explaining about these things. Basically, the function statement and function expression or function declaration is nothing but a way of writing the function. So inside the as we know that uh, JavaScript is most beautiful language, and it and inside the JavaScript functions play a vital role. Due to the functions, we can be right and we can be able to do anything uh, as much easily as compared to the other programming languages. So inside at first we are going to discuss about function statement. Basically function statements is a way of writing the function that generally the way of writing a function, that is a function statement. Just like in normal way, if I'm going to learn about the JavaScript, how I in the beginning how I'm going to write the function, or someone has teaches me to write a function inside the JavaScript. That is a simple thing, that if I have to write a function that state um, this and return one. If I'm trying to pass some message inside this, so I can be able to write a state function has been written. Okay. And if I'm going to execute this function, sorry, for executing this function, I need to call this also. So I'm calling here, and then after I am node state, sorry, node index function engine call. This is basically the concept for function statement, that we are writing the function in this way. That's called the function statement. That inside, or we can say that in the simple term, that inside the function statement, we are writing our function in this way. So for function expression, basically what are the expressions? Expressions are if I have to write a variable so that it can be able to add to the numbers 4 and 5. So for that purpose, I have to express that thing. I have to write. I have to write the x. I have to express the x in such a way. So for that, I am writing that is a x equal to 5 plus 4. This is the normal expression. For the functions, we can also do the same thing. That inside the JavaScript, we can be able to write a function, and then after we can be able to assign that function value to a variable. So if we are going to write such a way, if we are going to write a function in such a way, then that's called the function expression. Just like if I have a variable x, and this going to return 1, and then after I have here console dot log, this is function expression. Now if I have to call this function, then I need to call that variable, and yeah, please. What will be happen, because it is a variable? So if you are not writing this way, let's check what will be happen. First one is has been called, but the second one has not been called. It is also not throw an error, but it do not print anything. It does not print anything. So, but if I am writing the writing the brackets, then after it will be working fine. So basically, function statement and function expressions are both the way of writing a function inside the JavaScript. And for what is the function declaration? Function expression and function declaration. Function statement and function declaration are both are the same thing. That for so we can say that the function statements and function declaration are both the same thing. So this is the basically the function expression and the declaration. Function declaration and function expression. Right. Now, now we are going to uh, this is all about the function expression and function declaration. Now we are going to explain a little bit more about these two terms that what we can we do inside the function expression and something important facts about that. So uh, if we are talking about the concept of hoisting, because that is one of the most important topic inside the JavaScript. And while we are going to discuss about our the functions or variable, then in that case the hosting plays a vital roles, because due to the hosting we can be able to access or not be able to access that variable or that function inside our whole program. So for the function declaration or the function statement, hosting will be applied. That is what is basically the hosting explains. Hosting is the process of putting all the functions and variable inside the memory during the compile phase. So mean to say that if I'm writing a function statement state here, then I can be able to call anywhere inside the JavaScript. JavaScript. So this line has been printed for this one. This line has been printed for the second one. That will be uh, this, and the third line that has been printed for this one. Now, now, what will be happen? Because this is also a way of writing a function. So what will be happen if I am calling this function? I'm calling this function before its declaration in case of the function expression. Then what will be happen? Let's check. Oh my God, this is throwing an error. So in case of function expression, we can be able to say that it's uh, we can be able to say that after analyzing this scenario, we can be able to say that the function expression hosting is only applied for the function declaration, and it is not applied for the function expression. So now Now we are discussing something more. We are going to discuss something more about the function expression. That's not comes under the hosting, but that is also important. We can be able to also write our function like if I am declaring a function. Basically, if I am talking about this, writing a function. If we are writing a function like this way, if we are ignoring this part, if you are ignoring this part, then this is the way the such types of declaration of a function is called as an anonymous function. Such types of function is called as an anonymous function. An anonymous function is a such type of function which do not contain any name. A function which do not contain any, does not contain any name. Such types of function is called as a function expression. So a function anonymous function. So if I'm writing a function, that is if I am going to yz, I'm now it is a normal function, that is a named function. Now, now we if you have to call this function, then we can be able to call this function in this way as we are doing normally. Sorry, not xy, it's a yz, man. This function has been called successfully, as earlier we have also discussed about that. Now what I am doing right now, x equal to, now I am writing this function in this way. Then what will be happen? Let's check. YZ is not defined. Why? Because the value of y, the value of the function has been assigned to this variable. So we cannot be able to call this function like this way. If we have to call this function, then we need to call this function this way. This is working right now. So this is all about the function expression, function declaration, and function statement. Apart from that, we have also discussed some of the scenario uh, inside the JavaScript related to the function. Now we will come with some different topic in different videos. For till now, goodbye. Thank you.